Secrets of the Obscure is the fourth major expansion to Guild Wars 2, and so far it has been a genuinely good experience. This expansion is the first of ArenaNet's new direction with delivering content in shorter amounts but faster pace. We are already more than a week in, and I can confidently say this has been worthwhile. Now, if I was to talk about the expansion in detail, we'd be here all day, so I'm going to focus on the highlights of my experience and give a general overview of what I think are the selling points of Secrets of the Obscure, which are story, weapons, and rewards. Now, without spoiling anything, the story was a lot better than what I expected it to be. And that's saying something considering that this is the first major storyline that does not focus on dragons, the dragon cycle, or any of that other nonsense. Instead, the story revolves around the Cryptis, the Astral Ward, and an old friend of ours, Zojja of Destiny's Edge. Throughout the expansion, you will learn about the Astral Ward, everything from their goals, motivation, and leadership, along with new allies who will aid you in the fight against the Cryptis, the new big bad of our story. In time, you will learn what the Cryptis are and why they have chosen now to strike at the Wizard's Tower. Any more detail and I'd be going into spoiler territory, so for now I will say that despite the story's short runtime, a lot is being set up for the future updates, and I'm particularly curious what direction they intend to take for our story next. Weapon Master training is perhaps the crown jewel of this entire update. In previous expansions, elite specs were developed that fundamentally changed the way a class was played, along with giving them access to particular weapons. In SOTO, they have completely lifted these restrictions, allowing any specialization to wield whatever weapons they have access to. Want to be a Reaper with a gun? Done. Mechanist with a hammer? Done. Catalyst with a sword? Done. Berserker with a pistol? Druid with dual daggers? Done. In addition to weapon mastery, changes to how runes work has also shaken things up. Originally, runes provided specific stat increases in addition to a 6-slot bonus effect. This, however, led to specific runes being valued over other sets, so much so that there were really only a small handful of runes that were viable for endgame content. The introduction of the relic system in addition to rune reworks has fundamentally changed the way we build our characters. Runes still provide their standard stat increase, but it is relics that influence what your special bonus skill is. There are plenty of relics to choose from, all offering unique bonuses fitting for whatever role you want to play, be it DPS, support, healer, or etc. This has led to a burst of creativity and build diversity in the community, allowing players to experience classes in a completely new light. Now, to be fair, there are certain classes that benefit from this change more than others. It is my hope, however, that the lifted restrictions will influence future weapon balance for the better. Not to mention the new set of weapons all classes will be gaining in a future update down the line. If there was ever a time to get into Guild Wars 2, this would be it. Thanks to new meta events and rift hunting, valuable resources and currency are flowing like honey. Everything from materials, ecto, and cold hard cash. The best thing about rifts is that they are essentially a better version of the bounty system from Path of Fire. Rifts scale from levels 1 to 3, with higher tier rifts providing better rewards, and most importantly can be found all across Tyria outside of the expansion maps. Since rifts are considered events, you can maximize your rewards further from map bonuses, giving you an even bigger payday from rift hunting. Another noteworthy change is to the login rewards, with the old system being scrapped for the Vault system. Now, when I first heard the new system described as a battle pass, I was a bit skeptical. After seeing it in action, however, I am glad they implemented this system properly. It's actually very similar to Deep Rock Galactic's Season Pass system. In DRG, completing missions and objectives rewards you with Battle Pass progression along with currency that can be spent to unlock more rewards. The Wizard's Vault is very similar, where you are given a set of daily, weekly, and special assignments, which reward astral acclaim upon completion. This currency can then be turned into the shop for a myriad of rewards from cosmetics, materials, ascended gear, and even straight up cash. Overall, this is a much more generous and rewarding login system. Well, that covers my 3 major selling points to Secrets of the Obscure. In terms of first impressions, SOTO currently has me hooked, and I'm very much looking forward to a resurgent future in Guild Wars 2. There are still 3 quarterly updates due in the future with even more content on the way, so we'll be watching and waiting with great interest. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe. It very much helps the channel grow and gives me greater incentive to make more of these. Until then, I will catch you folks later.